Well, good morning and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to a very cold Norfolk, where I'm here just on the edge of Great Yarmouth. This is Breydon Bridge just behind me, and I'm on the edge of Breydon Water, which is an RSPB nature reserve that actually covers 1,271 acres. It is enormous and it is very important for overwintering wildfowl. And in fact, just across the main channel here, I can see thousands and thousands of widgeon, and I believe there's also some lapwing, and I can hear the odd redshank flying through as well. Absolutely gorgeous. Now the tide is out, you can see it's running towards the sea over here. So I'm here to begin a brand new long distance walk that begins at the train station in Yarmouth, just the other side of the bridge over there. It's called the Angles Way, and it is 92 miles that ends in the town of Thetford. That follows a vast section of the Broads National Park all the way down through Beghaus and Monkey, and then it crosses the open countryside past Diss and then ends in Thetford. So I've arrived at the end of Breydon Water, and I'm about 6 kilometres in, and the water here narrows to a point and then splits in two, with the left one being the River Waveney and the right hand fork being the River Yare. And it's just round the corner that I'm going to have a little look at Burgh Castle Roman Fort. So I've taken a little detour off the path to visit this lovely Roman fort here at Burgh Castle. And as you can see, there are extensive wall remains all the way around. Now, it actually covers just 3 sides of the original Roman forts. The south side, that's the eastern side, and the northern side. And you can see on this western edge here, it's actually collapsed a lot now due to erosion. Half of the fort sadly is now missing, but this fort originally was built around 260 or 280 AD, so somewhere towards the end of the 3rd century. And it's one of numerous shore forts along the Norfolk coast, including one over at Brancaster and also at Caister-on-Sea, just a few miles up the road. And after the Roman Empire fell, the site was actually used as an early Christian monastery. And then later on, in the early Norman period, somewhere around the late 11th century, or perhaps early 12th century, they built a castle here. And actually, if you see, there's a slight dip in the ground around this southern corner here. And this is actually the site of the motte. And this would have been considerably higher with an enormous ditch around it. And they actually reused the Roman walls as defences. Why not? They're here in the first place anyway. And these also stand at their original height of about 5 metres, and you can actually see some of the corner turrets still in really good condition as well. Now, of course, this whole area is protected as a scheduled ancient monument, and there's also a lovely view looking west across the marshes over to Burney Mill. So I've just left the village of Belton behind me, and I'm on this footpath that's going to lead me to Redwings Animal Sanctuary. Now, just through the trees over here, there is a little historic treat. That is a Bronze Age burial mound that dates all the way back to about 2000 BC. And it has the name of Mill Hill because at some point in the past, they actually built a mill on the top. So this beautiful building here is the Grade 2 star listed Church of St Edmund, and it dates all the way back to the 12th century. Although this gorgeous round tower here, the base of it could be Saxo-Norman, so somewhere around the mid 11th or perhaps late 11th century. Now inside there is an area known as the sanctuary, and there are some gorgeous 12th century wall paintings of animals and figures. I'm going to have a look and see if the church is open, but I think it might be locked this time of the day. So I'm now entering the tiny village of Fritton, and that's where I'm going to be finishing this part of the walk. I've done about 15 kilometres today, and then the next part is going to take me from here all the way into the bustling hub of Alton Broad. And I do have an option to catch a bus from here all the way into Great Yarmouth for an overnight stay. And if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, and also ring the bell to keep up to date with future uploads, and I'll see you in the next part.